कोई
बजट।
बड़ी बात नहीं है भाई। these guys are booked from top to bottom। सही है।
नहीं वो भी ठीक है, एट द सेम टाइम एक बार ना भाई कसाई मिल नहीं रहा था, ठीक है, हमारा कसाई बुक था, ठीक है। कसाई ने बोला, और वो डिसिप्लिन कसाई, उसने बोला था कि मैं उस टाइम पे आ जाऊंगा, तो उस टाइम पे वो नॉर्मली आ जाता था, बट उस दिन आया नहीं। तो पूछा कि भाई क्या हुआ, क्या सीन हो गया, क्यों नहीं आया। तो पता चला कि भाई वो पाड़ा काट रहा था, ठीक है,
अच्छा।
और उसका ना अंगूठा
ओह डैम।
कुर्बान हो गया।
बिकॉल ड्यूड।
ठीक है। तो इसीलिए उसने फिर वो सारे सारे ऑर्डर कैंसिल कर दिए। अब हमें कसाई चाहिए और हमें कसाई मिल नहीं रहा है। और भाई जो कसाई आ रखे हैं, ठीक है, बिल्डिंग में वो लोग को बात की, तो वो लोगों ने कसाई बोला कि हाँ चलो हम भिजवा देंगे। और वो कसाई भाई इतना चोमटिया भाई, मतलब हम सोच रहे हैं भाई ये कसाई भी है कि क्या है ये। मतलब
दूसरा लेके काटने आया था क्या?
नॉर्मली नॉर्मली क्या होता है ना जान
चलो
भाई,
आज अभी
कि
पहले
बकरे
ये
को,
काम करेंगे।
बकरा जब गर्म होता है ना तभी उसका स्किन उतारते हैं, ताकि उसका स्किन
सही।
जल्दी उतर जाए, ठीक है।
बिल्कुल।
भाई वो हमाम ज्यादा बोले इस पे पानी डालो, बकरा ठंडा होगा, फिर उसके ऊपर से
So I
मैंने
think we
कहा
will
चोमटा
do
आएगा तू।
my daily first, then we will
भाई उसके बाद
do
उसने वो बकरे को
anything
ठंडा
later
कराया,
after that.
ठंडा कराने के बाद उसको उल्टा लटका दिया, फिर सारा उसका खून निकल गया। खून निकल
ओ
जाने के
भाई।
बाद इतनी देर लगाई है उसने एक बकरा काटने में, उसने 2.5 से 3 घंटा लिया,
सही है।
ठीक है।
ये भी
और उसने ना उसको बोला कि पीसेस छोटे कर दे, नहीं, वो भाई पीसेस भी बड़े बड़े कर रहा था। और कसाई का एक चीज होती है कि अगर वो क्या बोलते हैं, सही मामले में कसाई, सही मायने में कसाई है ना, तो वो कभी गोश्त नहीं लेगा आपसे, वो पैसे लेके जाएगा, ठीक है।
सही बात है।
या हरामजादा पैसे भी और गोश्त दोनों लेके गया, 5 किलो गोश्त लेके गया था हमारे घर से।
ओ अरे भाई।
भाई मतलब मैंने कहा ये क्या आदमी है,
यार।
क्या कसाई है। मैंने कहा भाई इसको जिंदगी में मोटे को मत खिलाना, तो काटना भी नहीं आता। भाई वो पूरे मतलब पूरे
मैंने
मतलब
कुछ हट
गोश्त की
गया
माँ
यार।
बहन कर दी थी उसने,
हम्म,
हड्डियों का चूरा कर दिया था उसने।
Someone needs
अरे
assistance.
मौत नहीं है।
अरे
क्या
ईजान भाई।
आदमी है यार ये।
हाँ बिस्टी बोल।
वड़ा
अरे
बेटे की हालचाल तो सबसे
अरे
निकालता भाई वो।
ईद मुबारक। हाँ
हाँ
भाई मैं
ईद
वेट।
मुबारक।
मुबारक, ईद
हाँ
मुबारक
हाँ
भाई, ईद मुबारक, ईद मुबारक, खैर मुबारक।
हाँ हाँ। तो मैं एक तो सवाल था मेरा।
पूछो।
वैसे तो उजी चलो फिट है, ईजान भाई आपका तो क्या कहते हैं डाइट प्लान शेड्यूल होता है राइट?
Hmm.
We're looking for the Leo.
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
उनका एक वर्कआउट प्लान है, मैं उस पे बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, कुछ पैसे नहीं। उसको फॉलो करोगे आप तो आप जो चाहे खा सकते हो, डजंट मैटर, बट इसको फॉलो
Well,
करना
that's
पड़ेगा।
a shame. The
जो
Mondstadt
चाहे खा
volume was
सकते
a
हो, कुछ
good read,
वीडियो का
even
स्किप
just
मैंने
as an
उसमें
adventurer's
लिखा कि
diary.
कंपलसरी है,
The
उसको
fact
खाना ही
remains
पड़ेगा।
that I don't have it in stock.
अंडे
If you
खाने
must read
पड़ेंगे
it,
और
try your
वो
luck at
रहेगा,
Chang the
उसको
Ninth's
डाइट
place,
बोलेगा।
Who's
तो
Chang the
हाँ,
Ninth?
उसके अलावा
a
आप
book
लोग को बचा
collector who
हुआ
lives
इसको
in
दबा के
Chingsa
खाना पड़ेगा।
village.
तब
He's a
जाके
complete
जो है
grouch.
रिजल्ट आएगा आपको।
But he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in
नहीं
Liyue
ये
Harbor,
एक्चुअली आर्मी वालों
and
की
I still
टैक्टिक है,
send him the
बट
odd out-of-print
जो
book or two
बेसिक्स
every
जो
now and
यहाँ
then.
पे लोग मतलब जो करते हैं ना,
Did somebody say out of
जब
print
मतलब आपको
books?
ट्रेनिंग करना उनका है, बस इसमें इसने थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन किया है। इसमें मान
Shinchu,
लो आप
Shinchu,
स्वॉर्ड
chuk
लगाते
chuk
हो
chuk,
दिन में 20, ठीक है,
Shinchu.
वो
Is there
स्वॉर्ड
a
नहीं
chance
लगाएगा,
that
उसको
Volume
वो
6
मैजिक
of
यूज
Legend
करेगा।
of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
I mean, we know
वो
who this
सीधा
is, but
बोलेगा कि
we'll
ये
ask
Apologies,
मैजिक
just.
my
यूज
liege.
हटा दो,
Where are my
उसको
manners?
मोटिवेशन
My
अपने आप
name
आ
is
जाएगा।
Sing Cho. a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by.
And who happens to be the best support in the game? One of the best support?
Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Jingsa and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Okay, makes sense.
My
Please lead the
pleasure,
way,
fellow
sir.
book lover. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Dun, 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 dun. क्या हाल है उजे? बात खत्म होने के बाद मेरे को इन्फॉर्म कर लेना, मैं वॉइस बढ़ा लूंगा तुम सबकी, ठीक है? I'm just gonna enjoy this quest while your talks goes on. मेरे पास 1.5 घंटा है, मुझे टाइम पास करना है. So I'll just enjoy Genshin, I guess.
पिताजी के लिए भी वो इतना ज्यादा कुछ नहीं सोचना, मेरे से ना आप 40 गुना ज्यादा हो. बातचीत को तो सैलरी एक बार आने दो, उसको तो मैं लेके जाऊंगा. बातचीत की एक बार स्टाइपेंड आने दो, और उसके बाद अगर सैलरी इसकी कंटिन्यू होती है वो आने दो. इसको तो मैं सीट के लेके जाएगा. ऐसा पुशअप लगाएगा अपना. बातचीत के लुक्स अचीव करना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, बस इसके बाल जो है ना उसका कुछ करना नहीं है.
क्या टॉपिक चल रही है भाई यहाँ पे?
बाल का कुछ करना नहीं.
I mean, अच्छे के लिए चल रही है, बट अभी नहीं यार.
ओल्ड
मैं पहले
बातचीत
जाके
के
उठता
पता ही नहीं होता कि आप कब
है.
Oh dear,
गया तो है.
everyone's laundry is still on the line.
You know funny
May I
thing
be
उसे
excused to fetch it in?
15% है, फिर भी बेइज्जती की आवाज क्लियरली आ रही है मेरे को. स्ट्रीम में नहीं आ रही होगी, मेरे को आ रही है. मेरी आवाज कवर कर रही है और बैकग्राउंड में ये प्यारी बारिश. और क्या चाहिए? These stairs are suspicious. ऐसा मन होता है चढ़ ही जाऊं इन्हें देख के.
जान भाई, खतरनाक भाई, बहुत जबरदस्त. अरे हाँ, क्लिप्स तो देख रहा है.
ये क्या है?
Now I can get back every. The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereens.
क्या हो गया इसको?
Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on,
Come on,
spit it
spit it
out.
out. ये पहले जब आके पूछा था तब तो ये एकदम हरा भरा था, अब इसको क्या हो गया?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
हाँ, once I got
Huh.
that, मैं जाएगा
Don't get
दूसरे.
me started on the topic of my books.
यो श्रीपद, अभी तक सोया नहीं है तू?
After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're gone. Gone, I tell you.
बेचारा कलेक्टर चैंग द नाइट
It's
कलेक्टर था.
useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back.
बेचारा. ठीक है.
Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
ऐसा है
Please
क्या?
tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't.
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece.
Grand.
Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published,
It was
but
published.
over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works.
Senchu
Barely any
babu.
copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes, it is my one and only...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, you again.
Fatui ki. Censored, censored. Oh boy. कौन से ऐसे messages कर रहे हैं जो तेरे को उड़ाने पड़ रहे बेटा?
But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose...
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master. Oh, there was me thinking...
Justice is blind to our...
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang?
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier...
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please, just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
I swear I'll reclaim the lost fortune.
We are gonna kill together, Sinchomia. तू मेरी टीम में फ्यूचर में आएगा मैं भी पता नहीं मैं भी आएगा गुड नाइट ब्रो गुड नाइट श्रीपद
So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
yeah someone clip this beautiful face of Ria
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
Ching sounds like he's working for Genshin नहीं पहले मैं जाता
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap?
Why do you give up on your book search so lightly?
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details.
I mean
Give
Sinchu
me a
is one
second
of
to
the
reflect.
best
You're still here? What is
one of my
it? I gotta hand it...
best
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a saying that goes,
मेरे
the
को गुस्सा आ रहा है
Quit quoting...
please leave this
मेरे को
place.
इसको मारना है
It's cute, but you picked the
Deserves some
wrong
salad.
time.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I...
Oh, great.
ये मरेगा
There you are, eavesdropper.
You sure?
La, 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 la. I'll protect us. Steady as stone.
फॉगो में स्वॉर्ड नहीं है इसके पास साले शर्म नहीं आती तुम लोगों
Terra
को
smash. Quake.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
Let me amuse
Yeah.
myself.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision.
It's a vision
Won
my
this
friend
round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
okay
Yes,
vision
though I
let's
try
go
to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no—
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know
I
this
know
name.
this name
He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works. But what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face! Fine, but as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him.
as for tradition अरे हाँ है
From
tradition
now
सटीक
on,
जा
he
रहा
shall be known as Guhua Geek.
You go first. No need to wait one more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
ये नहीं आने वाला
मेरा 8,000 था तब हैं सब गरीब अपन अकेला अमीर
Tin. I mean पता है मैं इसे गा रहा हूँ लोगों को पसंद नहीं बट स्टिल यार गाना बहुत अच्छा होता है लियो के May the Lord of Geo protect you. ए जोंगली आ रहे बचाने जोंगली थोड़ा मेरे आर्सेनल में आ जा रहे I don't mind.
Is this an answer from this world?
It's kind of an it is an answer kind of मेरे प्यारे भाई आखिरकार जिंदगी में एक बार तो मुंह खोला इसने चलो what if failure के लिए
Who goes
let's
there?
go emotion
Really?
अच्छा here
He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early.
So,
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose. No, I mean yes, yes you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Thank you, thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord
By
of
the Lord
Geo.
of Geo. हाँ भाई song के लिए bless कर रहे हैं.
Nice work!
जेब में तो कोई
Paimon
मोरा
never
नहीं
knew
होता
you
तो
were
bless
such a
करने
tough
आ रहा.
negotiator. Is that so? Now, anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must. In that case, let's get. Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk.
What if Master
No
finds
one
out?
should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic Yua dishes.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
And with that, the fate of the Bourgeois Brotherhood was sealed. Wow.
Arson the dealer under his belt, whatever order he will prepare expertly, and his knife work is nothing sort of divine. Savoy has a daughter named Xiangling who has surpassed him by far, but at her tender age, she has troubled the nation. Fame who can find food. Hmm.
Finally, a seat with a view.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis, but it's nothing for you
Don't
to
worry
worry
about.
about. If
If
Chang the
Chang the
Ninth won't sell, I
I'll
can buy from someone
somebody
else.
else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We
ऐसा
are
है क्या?
willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction.
ऐसा है क्या?
But you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
ये है क्या?
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
तो वो तो
We
फिलहाल
shall
के
see when the time comes.
वसूली
Darn that
बताएगी.
old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui.
क्या
Who
आंखें
knows
बना
if Gua Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Senua Kiosk.
Then, we will use states like a normal person. हम Spider-Man नहीं है. I think हमें pharmacy में जाना और ना.
What goes on in the mind?
नहीं ज़्यादा हो रहा. लोग भागे.
जो हगा है, just look at it. Just look at it. Like, आया.
What's a ball?
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When
I mean,
actually,
he
all you
is
meant was
for
you
right
wanted
now.
somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
My bad.
I see. I guessed as much.
एक बात बताओ ये साला अभी भी इतना ही बदतमीज है
Eh, Genshin का क्या कह रहा?
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do.
ऐसा है क्या?
My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you.
ऐसा है?
There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes,
ऐसा है क्या?
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own.
ऐसा है क्या?
Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward.
Oh, what a heroic deed our since you're doing right here.
Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
अरे और ignore मार मजा आ रहा है.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
कौन सा letter भाई?
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can he actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Is it written in the legendary language of Sinch?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your hosts for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare.
Okay.
Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
अरे esteem आ गई है.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment.
ऐसा है क्या?
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them.
अरे honored guest.
Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out or turned away at the door.
जब बेइज्जती
Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Hmm.
Thank you for your patience.
Hmm.
With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take
It will
more than a
take.
slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liwa is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every...
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation. First, there are a number of vendors in the city. There is also some unsold core lapis at the Kaz. Finally, there is Chang the...
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city...
Of course, we are not expecting...
Wow! So many more!
Well, all you need to do is strike a deal. Once you have purchased all the core...
तो अभी हम
Gotta hand it
bargaining
to
build में
Guhua
जाएंगे.
Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said.
Fantasy world, of course. Rich kid, otaku, Sinchu, let's go. The funny thing about Sinchu is, ये सच में बहुत कागज है यार.
हरामजादा किधर जा रहा है वो
The key here is consumer psychology. Hi, anything?
कुछ नहीं. I will take.
You want all my That's sad. None. Oh, it's for. Oh, don't worry about my Thank you for your patron. Very much.
Wait, what?
Lady.
Good day, my friend. Oh, I thought you. No, too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? All right. Clearly, no short. I should open a store.
बंदा सोच रहा होगा, अरे भाई दूसरा शोर खोल देना चाहिए जल्दी जल्दी.
Oi! All of it? All of it would be far more than you actually... if it's for the Feiyu...
If you want to find the Geo Archon, this is the only chance you'll get all year. Guess it's a good thing Venti brought it up earlier. Otherwise, we well, look. Oh, did you buy... So we should...
Wait, नहीं, नहीं, नहीं. नहीं. Not right now. बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल अभी. We have to go to Chasm. Chasm अभी तक अनलॉक नहीं हुआ ना. वो Chasm अनलॉक होगा उसके 2 लेयर्स तो भाई जिंदगी झंड सब है अगर तुम Chasm में जाओ. ये वाला क्या होगा? इसके ऊपर जाओ, निकलते हैं. चढ़ते चलो चढ़ते चलो चढ़ते चलो चढ़ते चलो चढ़ते चलो चढ़ते चलो.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feiyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do is 7 million mora.
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
All right. When we get back, we'll just have to tell...
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were ambushed by hilly churls. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either. So maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I do hope to carry on doing business in Liyue in the future.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on!
Let's go. उसके core lapis को तोड़ो.
Leave it all to me. Come on. We can do it. Let's dance. As a dutiful maid would.
Terra Smash! To dust!
I'll protect us.
No escape! Go, go! That's cheating!
Go, Barb. Steady as stone. Let's dance.
Terra Smash!
Don't rush another. Yes. Huh?
Get
You
him!
guys are there?
Let it rain! Bet you can't keep up with me! Let the show begin. I'll race you there. Wow, these will come in handy.
For sure, I guess.
Bet you can't keep up with me. Leave it all to me, as a good knight should. Someone needs assistance. That's it all. Hurry, quick! Make...
Terra Smash!
Let's dance.
Quake! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Lip time. Another one. Oh yeah, we found it. Make a note of the... That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's go back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Always think
Here,
about his.
we've made a note of the cart's location.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you both.
Done and dusted. Yeah! Paimon's got a knack for... Now for the final stop on our...
It is time to become the savior. We are forced to. ये क्या रहे सेवियर बनने को जबरदस्ती बना रहे हैं ये लोग.
Just who I was hoping to see. You wouldn't know anything.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying, but I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? What's going on? Have I died and gone to heaven?
ये बिल्कुल नहीं भाई बिल्कुल नहीं. You are such a nice guy.
I can't
बस
believe
मदद
it.
करने का मदद करो.
I will make a profit on this batch after all. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it.
Well, naturally, I use the divine halberd and ominous sword. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes, nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. It was rather good, thanks. I only hope that as our plan reaches its denouement, it too will live up to its expectations.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair.
क्योंकि दिमाग नहीं है पाइमोन तेरे पास लिटरेचर क्या जानती है?
So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
अब पता नहीं.
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged.
सही बात है.
Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
सही बात है.
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their Corlapis.
No, my sword!
Did they give the beautiful sword?
As a dutiful maid would.
Rain outlines your fate.
Yes. In Leo, where the story is going right now, there's like so less business going on. Hi, Bubble Burst. क्या हाल है?
Go, Baron Bunny!
Prepare yourself.
No one escapes my sights! I must leave no stone unturned.
Sincho is like very different.
You can't run from death. Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength
As I
is almost
go.
spent. Finish them off. The Corlapis is almost within our grasp.
Yes, it's a new account. My old account got hacked, so I
Might
have
I
to start
remind
new.
you that the Fatui's
So I think,
relation...
why don't I
What are you
just
saying?
start with a
Master,
Then figure it out by
challenge?
yourself.
don't go. Wait. Master, wait.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xing Cho, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's just Genshin. I will just try to recruit. I'm just retrieving it, but okay. I requested 20 days ago. It just rejected my first request. I requested again yesterday, and I can just wait. I just felt so boring, so I just started this series while I recovering the account.
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Well, तूने जो काम किया वो उसके लिए तो ये ठीक
Deep
ठाक है.
breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way.
I love Sanjay.
I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
More like we will just make you try.
You? Funny speaking, book reading, guhua geeking, Tsincho? Are the heir of the Feyun Commerce Guild?
Okay.
So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic two birds, one stone situation.
Prince
You
really
are too
can be
kind.
discerning. Seriously.
You have valor in your heart, and that is worthy of admiration.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you guhua geek this whole time!
Paimon always do that. Bye.
Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
What did you do
Jokes
to
aside,
Siri?
I have the two of you to thank for this successful resolution.
Since you also
Really,
know how to
you
make
were
a
a
joke.
huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The two of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Is it now?
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
I see.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
Paimon, Paimon.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
Paimon will say something.
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
Okay.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet...
Wait, someone calling me in Discord. Wait a sec. Who is that? हाँ हेलो कौन है भाई नहीं कॉल करने से सुनाई नहीं देगा डिस्को शिमर मोड ऑन है ना सब कुछ म्यूट हो जाता है मोबाइल वहां पे आराम से म्यूट होके बैठा है ब्रो इसीलिए तो अनम्यूट है अब we will just go back to the guy and उसे बुक वापस कर लेंगे मजा आएगा एक सेकंड रुक अभी स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ अभी इस बारे में क्या बात कर रहा है बंद करेंगे अभी नहीं शांत हो जा मजा आ रहा है after this quest I will just stop हाँ तो बोलता जा okay I will just do this then हाँ बोल क्या बोल
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm
I will just
positive
stop the
that you
stream
must have been
after
behind
this.
this
I have
once
to
again.
talk about
Please don't
something
say
important,
that.
okay?
You have the Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this Corlapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Not so fast, Chang.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this.
I'm sorry, what?
Ah, 10 minute wasted.
Nothing? Oh, here's your
Is the
book
book
back.
back?
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle.
I see.
In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the... It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. What?
What was that? Punch?
Oh, no, that little rascal surely isn't...
Okay. Wait, did I just get like... Yes. Okay, got an additional layer, right? Air up. Okay, after this, I think I will just done. I will just take the reward and yes, done for the day. Okay then. Sorry boys, got an emergency. I'm gonna cut the stream. I might take another stream after an hour or so. Okay, so I will do that there.